What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing today? Hope you're excited, because today we got a 12-card PSA grading submission reveal. Now, I know in the title I put 10-card grading submission. I just rounded to 10 because it looks better in the title. But yeah, we got a 12-card hockey grading submission back, including an Austin Matthews Young Guns. If that 10s, that is going to be one of the biggest cards in my collection. This submission I ended up doing because I was at a card show and one of the local hobby shops was running a special. Now, I knew they were doing grading at the show, so I was going to bring my Austin Matthews to get that graded at the show, but I didn't know they were doing a special, so I didn't look over the other cards too closely. The Matthews is the only one I looked at. I think it most likely gets a 9, but there is a chance it gets a 10, so hopefully we get a 10 here today. So yeah, I ended up paying $29 Canadian a card for each of these, plus tax, so I'll throw up the total of the submission now, as well as the estimated value for all the cards as I reveal them. I submitted these cards back in early January, late December, and I just got them back now, so it was roughly 3 months, a little less than 3 months turnaround time, so not bad. I've heard they've been getting a lot quicker. That's another thing, guys. I will be setting up at a local card show in Guelph. I'll throw up the flyer on screen now, where some of these cards, as well as my other cards, will be available for sale. I'll be set up as a vendor there. Make sure you come out, say hi. Make sure you check us out there at that card show in Guelph. And if you guys are brand new to the channel, if you do me a favor and subscribe, it's completely free. Change your mind anytime. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed. Comment down below if you've done any grading submissions with PSA lately and how you've done on your submissions. And yeah, make sure you follow us over on Instagram and our sports cards. Without further ado, let's do our 12-card grading submission from PSA, and hopefully we pull some 10s. So here we go, we got all the cards here, all 12 cards. They're all wrapped up. I'm guessing the shop that I got them, that I did the submission from, did this. So we'll go ahead and unwrap them, make sure not to reveal anything early. All right, so I was able to unwrap them, and I've gone ahead and ordered them all without seeing the grades. I haven't seen a single one of these grades. I ordered them from probably least exciting to most exciting. So the Matthews Young Guns is at the bottom, so we will save that for last. Starting off here, we got a Matthew Nyes Victory Rookie. Now, some of you may be wondering where this card came from. This came from the Expo Redemption Packs at the last Expo. I thought might as well try and get a 10 in this card because it's probably a pretty rare card to have graded. So anyways, we'll see what the Matthew Nyes Victory Rookie gets, and we are going to start off with a 9, so not great there. Probably adds a little value to the card, but definitely not worth the $30 or whatever we paid to have it graded. So yeah, tough start there on the 9 with the Matthew Nyes. Up next is one of 2 football cards we have. This is a rated rookie, Jamar Chase Silver. Yeah, honestly, I don't even remember why I got this graded. I thought it looked decent. It was just kind of in the moment. We'll see what we get here on the silver of Jamar Chase, rated rookie. And we get a 10. That's probably a pretty decent card, actually. PSA 10, rated rookie silver there of Jamar Chase. That's our first 10. We will definitely take that. All right, next card up is one of 2 Mason McTavish Young Guns. Now, when I got these graded, Mason McTavish was up quite a bit. Since then, the Ducks have fallen off a cliff, and McTavish, his cards are down. So these aren't worth as much as they would be when I originally got these graded, but I still have a lot of faith in McTavish. I think he's a really good player, and yeah, I like Mason McTavish a lot. So if you get 110 here, I'll be happy. Mason McTavish, the first one, though, is a 9. So we'll take a 9 to start. Hopefully the second one's a 10, but yeah, Mason McTavish, big fan of his. All right, the second Mason McTavish Young Guns, hoping to get at least a 10 on one of these 2. I'd be happy with the 10 here. 2 9s would be okay, but I'd be a little disappointing. All right, let's see a 10 here. Mason McTavish, 3, 2, 1. Bang! There we go. PSA 10 Mason McTavish. These aren't selling for a whole lot right now, but I'm happy to get at least another 10 of McTavish. Like I said before, huge fan of McTavish. I think he's the real deal. The Anaheim market definitely hurts him, but I saw him play in Hamilton. He was spectacular. I think he's got a legit chance to be a superstar in the NHL, and yeah, I like McTavish a lot. 4 cards in, we got 2 10s and 2 9s. Now, next up, we got 2 Tim Stutzle Young Guns, and this is another guy that is down quite a bit since when I submitted these. Now, Tim Stutzle and the Auto Centers have had just a miserable season. I still think Tim Stutzle has a chance to be a superstar similar to Mason McTavish, so it might not be worth a ton right now, but in the future, I think if I get a 10 here of Stutzle, definitely be happy with that. First Tim Stutzle, though, we'll see what we got here. First one's going to be a 10. There we go. That is 110. Tim Stutzle, PSA 10. That is a nice one for sure. We'll add that to the 10 pile, so we're 3 to 2 for 10s to 9s. We'll see if the other Stutzle's a 10. All right, the first Tim Stutzle was a 10. We'll see if we can go 2 for 2 on the Timmy Stews. Timmy Stew number 2. What is it up at the back of that? Oh, it was just like a speck of cardboard or something from the packaging. I thought there was something on the back. I'm like, that looks weird. Anyways, Timmy Stew number 2. Come on, let's see a 10 for you. Hey, let's go. The little rhyme worked. We got 2 Tim Stutzle Young Guns PSA 10s. Now, obviously, not worth a ton right now, but I think he's got a lot of potential, especially in a good market like Ottawa. Yeah, 2 Tim Stutzle PSA 10 Young Guns. Gotta love it. I just realized we're officially halfway through now, and I'm an idiot. I thought this was a 12-card submission. I remember I took out one card at the last second. I took out a Devin Levi victory rookie similar to the Matthew Nyes because I did see a problem with it. So it's an 11-card grading submission. So apologies for saying it was a 12-card submission. This is an 11-card submission. And yeah, so we got 5 cards to go. We got 4 10s. We got 2 9s. And really, this whole submission is going to come down to the Matthews. If the Matthews 10s, it's a W. If it 9s, it's all right. But we really want a 10. So up next, we got to the bigger cards. We got a Luke Hughes Young Guns. So this was, these are tough to 10. I'm not expecting to get a 10 because it seems like they're harder grades, these 23, 24, Series 1, Series 2 cards. But only one way to find out. Luke Hughes Young Guns, come on, let's see a PSA 10. And a, oh, I thought it was a 10 because I saw the gem min or whatever, but yeah, that's an 8. Yeah, not great. Maybe should have looked at it a little closer. Yeah, so 1-8 there. Luke Hughes Young Guns, that's not very great. Next up is another guy that is down quite a bit, is Cole Caulfield Young Guns. He's not scoring like he did last year, but I still think he's got a bright future. Big-time goal scorer and a good market. As you can see, there is some edge wear on the back, but they do tend to grade these cards a little lighter because there's a ton of product issues with these cards. So we'll see what type of grader we get, if we're going to get a 10 or a 9. Wouldn't be surprised with a 9 at all, but a 10 would be nice. Oh, it's an 8. Okay, I understand that. I thought there was a chance that I'd get a 9 because of the edge wear. I guess since the product's kind of been out for a while, they're starting to be a little more harsh on these cards. So that makes sense. It was kind of just something in my case I threw in there, like the Hughes. So yeah, maybe don't do that, kids. But Cole Caulfield, PSA 8 there. I guess that's one I can keep in my collection. All right, down to the final 3 cards so far. We got 50% 10s, we got 4 10s, we got 25% 8s, we got 2 8s, and we got 25% 9s, we got 2 9s. So we got 3 cards to go. We'll see what we end up having the most of. Up next is a Jack Hughes Young Guns. I think he's going to be one of the best players in the league in a couple of years. He is down since I got this grade. I think when I got this grade, they're selling for like $500 Canadian, which is insane. Now I think they're a little lower, PSA 10s that is. Come on, let's see a 10 on the Jack Hughes. That'd be a big dub. Jack Hughes, PSA 10. Hey, that is a big dub. Jack Hughes Young Guns PSA 10. Now, the reason I ended up picking up, I actually bought this Jack Hughes Young Guns at a card show. The reason I did that is because I traded away my other Jack Hughes, I think it was a PSA 10 Young Guns at the expo, last expo, and it was the only Jack Hughes I had, and I needed it for the Young Guns set again, so I bought one at the show. I'm like, this looks really good. Maybe I'll submit it when I was like filling out my submission, and I did it, and a 10. So yeah, this is my only Jack Hughes Young Guns I got right now, so I guess I gotta get another raw one and maybe think about selling this one. Not sure yet, but definitely the last 2 cards of this reveal are the 2 biggest, so yeah, let's get to those. All right, the second last card of the submission is actually a football card. It's a John Elway, a downtown from Optic Football. This could be a big card if it 10s. I pulled this myself on the channel. I know a ton of people that follow me don't pay attention to football. Now, I'm a new football fan, so I wasn't even sure who John Elway was at the time. I know that's crazy for some of you long-term football fans, but apparently he was a pretty good quarterback in his day, and this is a decent card if you get it in a 10. So hopefully we do get it in a 10, and it can be worth some pretty good money. John Elway, downtown, PSA 10. Let's go. That's got to be a pretty good card. John Elway, PSA 10, downtown. Now, I don't know what these are going for. I have no idea what a 10's worth, but that's probably a pretty decent card. I will take that. All right, and lastly, that brings us to the Austin Matthews Young Guns. Now, I think with this Matthews Young Guns, I think if this 10s, this submission is a fat W. If it 9s or lowers, it's probably a lowercase W. If it gets lower than a 9, it's probably just a mid submission because I don't think it goes lower than a 9. I looked at it pretty closely. I think minimum it gets a 9. Austin Matthews Young Guns. We'll see if we can do like a dramatic reveal for this. Okay, I flipped it around now. We got the decoy over top. I'll zoom in on the grade. Oh, this could be a huge card if it 10s. When I did a trade to get this Austin Matthews Young Guns. When I did the trade, it's probably doubled in value PSA 10 since I did the trade. So it'd be huge if this card 10s. Come on, let's see a 10. All right, Austin Matthews Young Guns. It's the only one I have. Austin Matthews. What are we looking at? Can you guys see? 201. It's a 9. Okay. That's all right. We'll take a 9. PSA 9 Austin Matthews now. That's what the guy at the shop, when I did the trade, he said he'd probably get a 9. Ends up with a 9. I'll take it. We got a 10 on the downtown Elway. I'm pretty sure that's worth some decent money. Overall, I'd say this is a successful submission. And yeah, let's run through it once more. So yeah, like I said, guys, a lot of these cards will be available at that Guelph card show. So if you're from the area, make sure you stop by. We ended up getting 2 8s out of the 11 here. The Luke Hughes Young Guns and the Cole Caulfield Young Guns. The Caulfield will probably just stay in the PC as my PC card. The Luke Hughes, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. Maybe I'll end up cracking it and selling it raw, or maybe I'll sell it as an 8. Not too sure. We ended up getting 3 9s. The Austin Matthews Young Guns PSA 9, which is still pretty decent card, so I'll take it. And then we got a Mason McTavish 9 and a Matthew Nyes 9. And then I'd say we did pretty good other than those. Even the Matthews 9, like I'm fine with a 9. As long as it was a 9, I was going to be satisfied. A 10 would have been huge, but the fact we got a 10 on the John Elway, I think, is a good sign. We got 6 out of 11 10s, so just over 50%. We got the Jamar Chase, I don't know why I'm hiding it, PSA 10 silver there. That's probably a decent card. We got the Tim Stutzle PSA 10, the Mason McTavish PSA 10, and then we got the other Tim Stutzle, the Jack Hughes PSA 10, and then of course probably the best card from this reveal, the John Elway Downtown PSA 10. I'm going to have to look up right after this what this is worth. I honestly have no idea. I'm not great with football, but yeah, overall I'm satisfied with it. Could have been better. Definitely could have been worse. And yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on PSA and grading in general on the hobby down in the comments below. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, make sure you subscribe. It's completely free, change your mind anytime. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed. Really helps me grow the channel. And make sure you follow us over on Instagram at Arc Sports Cards. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.